My entitled mother demanded my house for my pregnant sister, 31M, have a sister, Lisa, 28F, who has always been our mother's golden child. My parents divorced when I was a teen because my mother cheated. She was controlling and narcissistic. And Lisa became just like her. I chose to live with my dad, who taught me his trade. I worked for him for 12 years and became his partner. Life was good, until 8 months ago when my father, a heavy smoker, became immunocompromised and passed away at 60 after contracting C-19. At my dad's virtual funeral, Lisa seemed genuinely sad, but my mother barely reacted. No surprise, she had treated my dad terribly, even demanding money from him years after their divorce. When his will was read, I inherited almost everything: his money, business, and house. Lisa got a 2015 Nissan Altima and $10,000, while my mother received $1,000 and a few old items. I moved into the house with my girlfriend, Emma. Lisa had lived off her boyfriend for years, working only part-time online. When the pandemic hit, his job cut his hours and he pushed her to get a real job. Instead, she got pregnant again, calling it her miracle baby. With their finances tight, she refused to work and expected others to provide for her. One evening, my mother and Lisa showed up unannounced. Lisa immediately started snooping around while my mom plopped onto the couch and snapped her fingers for water. Emma handed her one. As Lisa explored, she called out, "Mommy, it's perfect." Yes, she still calls her that at 28. My mom then turned to me and said, "It's time you did your brotherly duty." Confused, I asked, "What?" With a smug look, she declared, "Now that your father is gone, this house should have gone to me. But you can fix this. You make plenty of money and can buy another house. Your sister needs this one for her baby. Or if you insist on staying, you can live in just one room and pay all the bills until you decide to leave." I shut it down immediately. "That's not happening." My mother snapped her fingers. "Stop! I am your mother. You will do as I say. I am God. This house is rightfully mine, and your sister will live here. Consider this your formal eviction." I grabbed my phone and started dialing. My mother panicked. "What are you doing?" I replied. "Calling the cops." She lunged at me, knocking my phone down and trying to stomp on it. I snatched it back. "That's it. If you don't leave, I will force you out." She slapped me across the face. I backhanded her hard enough that she stumbled onto the couch. Lisa jumped between us, pleading, "Just be a good big brother for once." I snapped. "Oh, really? I worked my ass off while you sat around playing video games and stealing my money. You're a mooch and a thief. I owe you nothing. Get out." Lisa started crying. "Mommy, make him stop." My mother tried one last threat. "If you call the police, I could say you hit me first. Or that you wanted to hurt a poor pregnant girl." I cut her off. "If you haven't noticed, Emma has been recording this whole time. We have proof. Of you hitting me first, of your threats, everything. I could ruin your reputation." My mother turned red with rage but dragged Lisa toward the door. Lisa threw a tantrum, latching onto the porch railing, screaming, "You promised me!" like a toddler. My mother struggled to pry her off while I laughed. "See, Mom? This is what happens when you spoil her." Before leaving, my mother spat. "You're a cruel, heartless bastard. You'll burn in hell for this." I smirked. There's also a special place in hell for liars and narcissists. Now get off my property. Days later, I started getting messages from family. My mother and Lisa posted lies on Facebook, claiming I stole the house. I was blocked, but Emma screenshotted everything. My lawyer suggested a cease and desist, but I wanted to go further. We mailed them a legal letter. My mother called, furious. I told her if she didn't delete the posts, I'd expose her. She caved. That evening, the posts disappeared and they posted half-assed apologies. Lisa and her boyfriend moved in with our mom to her basement since she refused to give up her Airbnb income. Lisa whined online about being forced to live downstairs. Couldn't have happened to a nicer person.